Hello, everyone. This is Youri, your host for 1+1 at Youri Muckraker at YouTube and SoundCloud. I just wanted to post a video for two reasons. Sadly, no interview today, but as anyone who follows the show knows, 1+1 is more of a spontaneous program, and I've just been very preoccupied with stuff happening in my personal life. I'm often plagued with stomach issues, but also some of the guests I've been trying to get on, we keep having scheduling issues, or my health my health issues make me cancel appointments. But I'm working to get more interviews with both past guests and new ones underway, and I thank everyone who follows the show regularly or otherwise for their patience. So far, none of you have sent me any angry messages or concerned message, so that's fine. And so my first message I wanted to address was I wanted to apologize to folks of the Latino community and the and the broad immigrant community and folks involved in different solidarity work with both communities in the U.S. In my last show, I had on the program Elena Porter of the Pendos Center for Self-Determination and Human Rights on, because it was Black History Month, and wanted to discuss with her various issues plaguing the Black community and get her insights into how to address them, as well as other topics related to how our people achieve racial, social justice that we're constantly fighting for. Now, in the interview, one of the first questions or third questions I asked Elena was about how relations are between Afro-American communities and the broad Latino, Latinx communities in the US. I was delighted to hear that overall relations are good. And Elena mentioned something about how much of the schools in the US that have a large Latin American population will try to accommodate the community by speaking Spanish in schools and businesses, having Spanish classes sometimes. And I made a little, what I felt was a bigoted statement about that. We later got to talking about how various immigrant groups who come to the US seem to oftentimes get economic support to help whatever small businesses they want to create and grow. And I felt when I made that point that it came off as a bigoted and xenophobic comment. And if anyone watches that early part of the interview and the comments I made somewhere around, you have to fast forward sort of around 22:10. Well, I just wanted to apologize if I made any statements or arguments that can be perceived as being bigoted and xenophobic, and I disavow myself if I came across as that. At 1+1, we're me and my team, which consists of me, myself, and I, and an imaginary friend of mine, and my dad, who sometimes helps with editing and merging, two parts into one, if that's the case. We believe. I believe in coalition building. We believe truly in people power and solidarity between oppressed groups, between colonized groups, uniting together to smash unjust systems from capitalism to patriarchy, heteronormativity, institutional racism and sectarianism, white supremacy, and of course, imperialism. And I strongly believe that the people united will never be defeated. I reject narrow-minded, bigoted nationalism. I reject petty nationalism and tribalism, and I reject, completely those who don't want solidarity and coalition building between groups who are also facing extreme apartheid and whatnot. So if I say something which, even if it wasn't an intention of mine to sound bigoted, but it could be perceived as a version of the very thing I claim to denounce, then I must apologize for that, and I can't apologize enough for that. Now, I also wanted to address this. Last Tuesday, it was International Women's Day, and unfortunately, I don't have a guest for you to talk about feminism, the plight of women globally, but to celebrate International Women's Day, people should check out my interviews with Dora Teitzel, who's a union who's a union activist. She's a feminist playwright and an anti Zionist left winger. People should check out my past interview with her, with Nora Loretto of Sandy and Nora, and who writes a lot for Passage and other publications. People should check out my interview with her, where we talked about her book talking about feminism, and the brilliant peace activist and the great feminist peace activist Tamara Lorenz of Canadian Voice of Women for Peace. In all three of those interviews, the topic of feminism was explored. I hope to have all of them come back on sometime in the future, as I love the work they do, and I value being taught by them, and I felt, and it was such an honor to speak to those three individuals when when I got the chance. And again, I apologize for being unable to do a program on feminism. I really wanted to, but simply was unable because potential guests were too busy, or were too busy, or others I wanted to invite on simply declined. But hopefully, better luck in next year. And regardless, I will still try my best to seek out great feminist voices for the program sometime this year. And I just want to say I stand strongly and fearlessly in that I stand strongly and fearlessly want to show solidarity for women's liberation. And here's hoping that we do smash the patriarchy and put it in the dustbin of history and have it shredded and vanquished from the planet Earth. I also want to thank past women who've been on this show. Each one incredibly inspiring, who devote their life to doing superb truth-telling and myth-busting, and often at a great cost, and yet still hold their heads up high and still continue to do superb muckraking. And these incredible women who've been on this program have been off the top of my head, Rania Khalek of Breakthrough News and Unauthorized Disclosure, Mnar Adley, the editor-in-chief of Minpress News, Cindy Sheehan of Cindy Sheehan's Soapbox, Elizabeth Voss of Consortium News and Minpress News, Whitney Webb of Unlimited Hangouts, Ann Garrison of Black Agenda Reports, Dr. Maria Trinette of The Barricade, and other greats like Margaret Kimberly of Black Agenda Report and Black Alliance for Peace, the brilliant poet L. Jones, and great abolitionist Katsuri Koihes of the Wellbrighty of the Wellbrighty Foundation, Nakasette of the Native Women's Shelter in Montreal, Selena Eggington of Dumbarton, Kayana, and of course, Professor Radhika Desai, Jackie Walker, Eva Bartlett, and Saheli Chowdhury of Orinoco Tribune. I know I must be forgetting others. If so, I apologize a trillion times. But again, I would like to say to to those women, thank you all for not only coming on 1+1, but really being heroines of mine who constantly are inspiring me to not only try to be the best journalist I can be, but also wanting to be a better man, a better person, and trying to build a better world for everybody. And by being the kick-ass superheroines, that you all are, you really are a gift to humanity. And to all people who out there who subscribe to an anti-sexist viewpoint, and you should, people should get the following. People should get the book Backlash by Susan Faludi, Invisible Woman, Data Bias in a World Designed by Men by Caroline Criado Perez, but skip the chapter about women in politics, and I'll explain that later. And people also should check out and buy the documentaries Tough Guys: Violence, Media, and the Crisis in Masculinity, starring Jackson Katz and produced by Sutsa Jolly and the Media Education Foundation. People should also check out and buy. People should also buy the DVD Dream Worlds 3: Desire, Sex, and Power in Music Videos by Sutsa Jolly of the Media Education Foundation. Killing Us Softly 3 and Killing Us Softly 4 by Jean Kilbourne, both produced by Sutsa Jolly. And people should check out her TED Talk on how advertising glorifies violence against women and pushes narrow sexist imagery of women. And people also should check out the incredibly disturbing but great, powerful documentary War Zone by Maggie Hadley West. And people should get the books Everyday Sexism and Misogynation: The True Scale of Sexism by Laura Bates. And although International Women's Day has passed, because it is the weekend, folks should enjoy this playlist, and they should enjoy this playlist with the following songs: Only Women Bleed by Alice Cooper, Women or Woman is the are the Niggers of the World by John Lennon, Keep Your Head Up by Tupac, Baby Don't Cry, Keep Your Head Up Part 2 by Tupac on the Outlaws, Unity, UNITY by Queen Latifah, Love Is Blind by Eve, Unpretty by TLC, New Agenda by Janet Jackson with Chuck D, and the incredible song Spit by Kitty, and the song Cake by Lily Allen. So on that note, power to the people and death to patriarchy, violent masculinity and machismo and everyday sexism and gendercide. And men, please don't be complicit. Don't be innocent bystanders. Don't see no evil, hear no evil, or speak no evil. Grow a pair of balls and don't be one of the male chauvinist boys. And if you've been living life like that, it's never too late to atone and change for the better and be a better compassionate man and compassionate gentleman. And to to all ladies, please, and to many ladies, please don't engage in self-sexism. Don't be don't be a minstrel. Don't ever take the fragile gains made for you for granted, and don't think you're in paradise. You deserve better, and keep on being unapologetically persistent that your grievances are addressed. That'll overcome our flaws and build a better, more incredible world of everlasting love, compassion, companionship, and justice. All my love, and if you think no one understands, well, fuck all those who don't understand, refuse to understand. You got an ally in me, and keep on fighting that patriarchy. And I've been Youri, yes, and I've been Youri Smouter. This has been my my apology message, as well as a message saying, happy International Women's Day. Let's make it every day, a day of celebration for a woman. And best wishes till then, and I hope to have some more content produced for you very soon. Have a good have a good evening.